Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Speed Force Racing's Premier Division. This is round 8 and we're coming from Baku. Tonight I'm joined by my faithful colleague, Peter. How are you doing, Peter?
Yeah, thank you. I'm doing pretty well. What about you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Looking forward to this race because last year I had a power cut or something happened to the internet and I couldn't do it. So hopefully I get a full race because I had a bit of problem last season with some of the streaming, but touch wood, we're doing okay this season. So we're coming up to near mid. I think we're mid-season in a couple of weeks' time.
Yes, about 2 weeks now.
With the addition of Cliffy, like being a really fast driver and getting some decent results, do you think it's just going to change the title picture going forward?
Well, yeah. Every race is a different race now, because anything can happen in every race, because we have a whole lot of fast drivers now in this league, and it's just getting faster and faster and faster. So if you make a mistake, like you start from outside the top 5, if you're a front runner, then well, you'll be looking forward to a really hard job to get through the field, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely. Baku, it's an interesting track. A track when it first announced that F1 was going there, I wasn't too sure about because of the issues I have with Monaco. But I like the track. What are your thoughts about this track?
F1 presented pretty good racing around here. Like, in 2016 it was like a slow start to the race, let's be honest, but back then GP2 was racing here, now it's Formula 2, and they provided an awesome race. And in the last 2 Grand Prix held in Azerbaijan, it was awesome. And if you look at every league race around here, it's awesome, because you have a 2-kilometer long back straight, you have 90-degree corners in the first sector, a very tight middle sector. So yeah, you have to be really precise around this track, and you have to be very quick too.
Yeah, definitely. The tricky part is where you go past the castle. It's quite a tricky part, and I guess if someone mucks it up during the race or even quali, you could get maybe a bit of a blockage at that corner, which could put everyone off their stride.
Definitely. Like, turn number 8 is horrible to make a mistake in, because you have nowhere to go, and these cars are pretty wide now. So yeah, you have runoffs, but you have to put your car into reserve and reverse, and then you will lose a lot of time. Okay,
let's get a little bit of the facts out of the way. So, second longest track on the calendar, which is obviously behind Spa. It's just a tiny bit over 6 kilometers long.
Yeah,
which is, but with that, it flows really quick, so the lap feels quicker than it actually takes, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Because like Sector 2 is just amazing to drive, and then of course you've got Sector 3, which is pretty brilliant as well, which is basically one long straight.
Yeah, and also Sector 1 is quick. It's, you have long straights in Sector 1, then Sector 2. Yeah, it's really hard, but it's quick too. And Sector 3, it's a 20-second flat-out section.
I think at the end of Sector 2, when you go flowing through the left-hand corners, and you've got a brake downhill for the tight left-hander just before the start of Sector 3. That's going to be an interesting, probably overtaking zone for our drivers.
And also the main straight, the start-finish straight. But yeah, I think the drivers will be overtaking into Turn 1, which is pretty obvious for me, and I guess for you too.
Yeah.
But one place not to make an overtake into is turn number 8.
Yeah, definitely. You'd have to either be crazy or very, very skillful to pull that move off. Let's go through the top 5 in the Drivers' Championship. So we've got Noak is on 129 points, but closely followed behind is SFR Josh Fletcher on 120 points. With Cliffy, I think this is going to be his fourth race with us. In 4 short races, got 90 points, third in the Drivers' Championship. Humbug is fourth, 64 points. Techno with 58 points. So Cliffy, we talked quite a lot about Cliffy, but it's just because a driver of his caliber coming straight in to a season where he's missed races and he's in third position now. That's just shows you that he's a quality driver.
Definitely a quality driver, yes, and pretty quick too. Like, he's not wasting time getting into the rhythm, and that shows. He won 2 races in a row. Then, well, yeah, in Monaco he had a bit of a bad race, but then he bounced back last week and won in Canada too, so it's 3 race wins in 4 races now for him. And yeah, he's definitely looking forward to win this title, I think.
Yeah, it should be an interesting battle considering Noak and Cliffy are teammates. Peter, would you send out 1 round of last invites and I'll get the session started once you've done that, please?
Yes.
So in the constructors, you've got Too Fast For You. They are on 219 points. 9 Inch Males are on 168, nor English Racing on 94, and the Tomatoes on 80 points. So looks like the Mercedes team, Too Fast For You, just pulling away a bit. I'd say the Hondas are thereabouts, but we've got TSO Dems. He's reserving for Lee Nell. Lee Nell unable to make the race tonight. TSO Dems did race with us last season for a couple of races, and he has got the pace to probably match Cliffy and Noak. So we could have an interesting battle later on in the race with Cliffy Noak and TSO Dems. So strategy-wise, thank you to Jonas Kravitz for the brilliant notes that he always sends me every week. It saves me a lot of work. So it's going to be a 1-stop race. You can do a 2-stop. Most drivers don't. Would you ever do a 2-stop round here?
I've done it once, but yeah, the 1-stop is definitely worth it, and it's better.
So, as Jonas has sent to me, he said super softs, 2 softs is an option, but if you're aggressive on the tyres, you're more likely to benefit from the super softs to the mediums. So the tyres in operation are the super softs and medium tyres, and of course your inters and your wet tyres in case it rains. If it does rain, it's usually a 1-stop, but there is the possibility of a no-stop.
Definitely, yeah, there is a possibility of a no-stop, but for sure I want to see a dry race around here.
Yeah, definitely. In the wet, it'll be like probably as bad as Monaco in a few parts of the track.
Definitely, yeah. It's the fast left-right flat-out section in Sector 3.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's where it's like the worst, because yeah, you cannot go through there flat out and you will lose the back end, and you just go straight into the wall. So you have to be very careful. Okay,
with such a long start finish straight plus the end of sector at the start and the end of sector 3, it's would it benefit from some of maybe the cars that wouldn't get pole position usually? Would it benefit them following maybe the likes of Cliffy, Noak, TSO Dems around to get maybe a bit of a toe down that straight?
For the first few laps, it will definitely benefit them, because I expect them to go away and then to form like a 5-way battle for the win between Honey Badger, Novak, Josh, Cliffy, and TSO Dems. That's what I expect. But for the first few laps, yeah, definitely I would like to use the toe and the slipstream of the drivers in front of me. But personally, if I know I'm not quicker than them, maybe I wouldn't overtake them, because it would just benefit me to run the fastest race I can.
So I'm gonna pick for pole position. I'm gonna pick SFR Josh Fletcher. Last time I picked a driver from our admin team, I think I cursed his race and he didn't do so well. So I have warned Josh about that I'm choosing him as my driver for the qualifying and race win. But how about you, Peter? Who are you going for?
I would say Novak, because yeah, I really expect him to bounce back after last week. Well, he did well. He came second, but he was on pole position. And if you get pole position, you have to keep it.
So it looks like TS Odems is going out to the reserve driver for McLaren Honda in the place of Lee now, and he is going out on the super soft tyres. So we've got Cliffy's on. He's fit the medium, still in the pits. Do you see maybe drivers going out on the medium just to get a feel of the track?
Well, on the mediums, I don't really think. Who's going out on mediums?
Cliffy. He's not gone out yet. He's still in the pits, but he's changed his selection to mediums. So he may just. I tell you what, if Cliffy goes out on the mediums, if he does, it's a big if.
Yes.
And he gets a time within maybe 0.4 of a second of maybe Noak, and Noak's on a different compound. I think that'd be an interesting showing of strength from Cliffy.
Well, you know Cliffy, and we're getting there. We are about to know Cliffy a little bit, and if you remember, he always does this. Like
that's true. Yeah, you're spot on.
So yeah, I don't want to get any further into this just yet, because he usually does this, and at the end we expect him to put in a fast tire. A fast time on the fastest tire. And another thing which will be so important is the slipstream in sector 3, because if you're on a flying lap and you can get the toe of anyone in front of you who's building up to the flying lap, then you can gain a lot of time. So I expect to see a mixed up grid.
Alright, so we're going to go on board.
Cliffy's in the wall.
Oh, Cliffy is out of qualifying. There you go. Major shock. No. Has he kept it going?
No. Yeah, he kept it going, but he lost part of his front wing.
So so he's going to have to pit now. So was that driver error, or was it just a tire? It was driver error. Okay, so that's unusual for Cliffy. He does have kinks in his armour, but I don't think there's too many of them, so he'll probably learn from that. We were going to go on board with TS Odems if Petey can guide us through the rest of his lap.
Yeah, he's about to finish sector 1, just a couple of corners left. This right-hander and this, so left and right-handers. Now we are coming up towards turn number 8, just after the right-hander. It's a pretty good first sector time for a banker. And yeah, nice flowing through here, and so far it's a pretty quick lap, as we expect from him. Of course, he's a very talented and very quick driver, and yeah, he won. I think he won 2 races last season.
Yes, I think that was it. Yeah, 2.
Yeah, and now. Yeah, an awesome second sector too for a banker. I think it will be near a 39, maybe a low 40.
So a very quick time possibly coming from TSO Dem. He did take some apexes really well to not get a corner cut, so he knows where he can gain time around the track, and a 140.350 is provisionally first, with Humbug going 1.2 seconds slower. So we're going to go check on...
Oh, Nolik just done a 140.1. And Honey Badger too.
So Jade Rios is coming down the start-finish straight, a 144.676 on the super soft tyres, provisionally 8 for Jade currently.
And Josh is in.
So SFR Chopper. So Chopper, he's a really talented driver. Are we expecting a big result from him this race?
Definitely, yeah. I really like his driving style. I think he's pretty quick too, and if he has the time to practice, then he can surprise us.
So a chopper goes provisionally 5th, so it's pretty close between TSO Dems and Noak. We've got 6 minutes and 42 seconds left in the session, so we're going
is in with soft tires. Sorry,
that is quite a good time for Gamey on the slightly harder compound, other than the Subsofts, which are the softest compound this race. We will go and have a look at Uzi.
A very quick driver.
Uzi, a driver that seems to be growing with every race.
Definitely, yeah.
But sometimes maybe he could perfect a few things in his driving, and I think if he can nail his driving, I expect to see him challenging, maybe for even podiums. And then you never know what happens next season. He's a very talented driver, and he's throwing the Renault around really well around the track.
And just quick update on Honey Badger, he's 2nd.
There we go. Honey Badger is finally doing it. He's going to give us, hopefully, a clean start to the race, and I want a clean race for Honey Badger because it's been told that he's, I think, as quick as SFR Josh Fletcher, but we don't really get to see it because of different things that have caused issues for Honey Badger.
Last week he made a driver mistake and put it into Wall of Champions, and yeah, maybe that's a future sign for him that he will be the champion.
So on his outlap is TTL_Maze, which is calling Maze going forward. A driver, I think one is debut race, but is I don't know, seems to be kind of sliding backwards down the field.
Did he win that race?
Yeah,
in China?
He won his debut race. I'm sure of it.
I'm not really sorry. Let me just check it.
So he's going to start his fastest lap. He's probably going to only get this one fast lap in, so he's going to try and have to nail it. No bankers secured for Maze, so he's going to have to be pretty precise around some of these corners. And I think that the glare going through turn 8 is going to put a few drivers off. So let's see what he can do, which will be probably his only run of the session. I'm sure he won his first race. I'm probably going to be proven wrong by Peter.
Yeah, you will be.
There we go. That is the amazing support. Fourth. There we go.
Fourth.
Okay, I talk utter nonsense, so don't listen to my facts. They're probably lies.
Yeah, there are only 3 drivers who's won Grand Prix.
That would be season. Cliffy, Noak, and
Fletcher boy.
Which one did Josh win? No offense to Josh, I just have bad memory.
You remember China, where Noak couldn't attend?
Yes.
That's where Josh won.
Just shows you the talent that Josh does have, where he can benefit. Fast, like an equal driver to his level is missing from the race, but it's quite hard to nail that race when your championship rival's not there, because it does put a bit of pressure on you, because you can make a silly mistake knowing that you can gain extra 25 points on him. So I think Josh really benefited from that, and I think the pressure maybe encouraged Josh a little bit, maybe gave him a bit more bravery, because he did a solid job. He does a solid job every time he races, to be quite honest, but Maze goes 8th. Do we expect a little bit better from Maze? 1.5 seconds off the pace?
Yeah, well, lately he's a little bit off the pace. I'm not against him. Like, I'm sure he's doing practice, but yeah, it shows that this league is getting ever so quicker.
We are looking at SFR Josh Fletcher. He's on his outlap, but he's sticking very close to the back of that Renault. So is he going to try and get a really great help down the start-finish straight? No, he's backing off. Do you reckon he should have stayed behind the Renault?
Yeah, but then you have to overtake the Renault because you don't want to get stuck behind someone on your last flying lap. Because yeah, we don't have like a full qualifying, like a 3-round qualifying where only the top 10 is on the track in qualifying 3. So you have to be very sure about where you are at on the track.
Yeah, it's about just getting that little window where you know you're not going to get turbulence from the car in front, or even a slow car in front of when you're just about to start your timed lap.
Yeah, and I think the best possible thing to happen to you is when you finish your lap and then you're on the start-finish straight, and you come up to lap traffic and you can gain slipstream. That's the best thing I could have imagined.
So we'll stick with SFR Josh Fletcher. Do we expect him to better his provisional 4th?
Sorry? I just couldn't hear you.
Do we expect Josh to improve when he's currently 4th?
Yes. Personally, I expect him to improve. And TS Odom will take pole position, I think, provisionally, at least. Yes. 39.8.
39.8 is a very quick time. It's going to be tough for anyone to beat that, but we have some very, very skillful drivers that might just be able to do it. TJ Honest retired from the session, looks like he may have crashed out there.
Yeah, and yeah, Josh's lap is not that good. It's not bad, but it's not a 39.
Sorry, TSO Dems, he's retired from the session. I think he'll be pretty happy with that provisional pole. It just depends on what Noak and Josh can do. Even Honey Badger is also on a lap. Oh, Cliffy as well. I forgot about Cliffy.
Yeah, he doesn't really have a time yet. But oh yeah, Cliffy is on. He's on a flyer.
We will go on board with Cliffy. He goes through the turn 8 there.
Oh, touched the wall.
Oh, our current champion Techno Thriller has made it into the session, so hopefully he can get into his car ready for the race, starting from the back. Cliffy, do we expect him to get pole position?
Yeah, if you look at his pace and if you look at this time, I expect him. It's a pretty good middle sector too, but I think it will be close between TS Odems and Cliffy.
So as we watch him go through the left-right, he's going to go down start-finish straight now. DRS wide open. Is he going to beat TS Odems? Cliffy is going to give it his best shot. Oh, he's peeled off.
Wow.
And Noak is slowing down.
Why? Someone is in the wall and that's why? Maybe because of a full course yellow?
It could be that.
What's happening?
It's a bit unusual. So,
Honey Badger is on his lap too, and he's going still. Yeah, Noak retired, and Honey Badger.
He's second. He splits the Mercedes.
Whoa!
Oh no, he didn't. Sorry, Cliffy. Yeah, Cliffy pitted, didn't he? Yeah, sorry. TSO Dems in the McLaren. Look at the time. That is crazy.
Sorry, 13,000.
Wow, Cliffy has got a lot of work to do from the back of the grid.
Yeah, and you remember that's what we were talking about earlier. If you miss out on the top 5, then you're gonna have a hell of a job to do.
So an interesting qualifying. No one predicted Cliffy not to set a time.
That was I think something went wrong with both Mercedes. Like, what happened?
Either they're communicating with each other, which many drivers do in league racing, or maybe they just wasn't expecting their lap to be any better. It's a strange one.
Yeah, well, I understand Noak, but Cliffy, maybe he cut the corner somewhere and just pulled in.
Yeah, it's very possible where the corner cutting is on strict for our league. Just makes it a little bit fairer because some drivers can take an advantage when it's on regular. So just got 13 seconds to wait before we start the race. We do have formation lap on, so I'm unsure of the weather. I think the way the sun is, it's probably going to be a sunny race, but watch when it loads, it'll be raining. Yeah. If it's raining, it's just going to be stupidly tough. So we'll go for a rundown of the qualifying. So TSO Dems gets pole position. Honey Badger with a really good lap. Second, only just second as well. Noack third. SFR Josh Fletcher fourth. SFR Chopper fifth. Humbug sixth. Peds is seventh. Maze 8th, 9th TJ Honest, Gamey Things 10th, 11th Lord JBS, Graham 12th, 13th Uzi, 14th Smelly Badger, Jade Rios is 15th, Cliffy 16th with no time set.
Yeah, that's a surprise for me, definitely, and I think for you too. What do you think went wrong?
I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe he got his lap time invalidated, but it's one of the worst tracks to start at the back.
Definitely, yeah, well... Oh, and that's a sunny race.
Oh, look at the glare. That's going to cause a few issues for some of the drivers.
Yes, it will.
It's going to be tough, especially if you're getting the glare through turn 8. It is just going to be insane.
Yeah, turn 8, yeah, and it's... yeah. So, it can really blind you for a second.
So, I'm going for Josh for the race win. You are going for?
I'm going for Honey Badger.
Okay, I want Honey Badger to have a good race. I really do. I just think he deserves it.
Yeah, but I don't think he has ever scored a podium yet, because of the issues he had so far.
So he has got the pace to hang with TSO Dems. Let's see if he's got the race pace to do it.
Yeah, and the start will be very exciting. Oh, what happened there?
It looks like...
Did you see that?
Yeah, it looks like they crashed into each other. That was a weird instant.
Yeah, I hope this won't happen.
Hopefully
in the race.
Hopefully we're not having a dodgy session. I'm trying to look at Maze and looking at some nice people on the streets watching the action.
Okay, so Techno and Cliffy starting from the back. Yeah, we know the reason why Techno is starting from the back, but Cliffy 16, so not last, but basically he's starting on soft.
It's going to be a tough race for Cliffy, but he's got the speed, he can do it, but he's going to find it tough to get past the top 5, I think.
Yeah, and we haven't really seen Noack too, what his true pace is.
Yeah, that's it. Noack usually can do a more solid job, and I'm sure to his high standards he wouldn't take that as a knockdown.
And I think it's the first
look at that.
time.
On the camera, there, the glare through turn 8 is quite bad, so that's going to... I think when you have that much of a bad glare on turn 8, you might as well be racing in the wet through that corner, because it's just basically the same thing. It's hard, extremely hard.
Yeah, and I think there will be some rain. Because look at the clouds.
That would be interesting. Only a little sprinkle of rain midway through the race, I think that would be... it would spice a lot of battles up through the field. Speaking to Lord JB earlier, we do speak to some of the drivers on the grid. He's got good race pace, as seen through the end of last season and this season, and he thinks he's got a good chance of some decent points today, so that would be quite a boost for Lord JB. Hopefully he can get into the points, but there's a lot of quality drivers around him. So the cars are lining up on the grid. Honey Badger has probably maybe the better starting position, being on the left. I know it's not the racing line, but he will have inside line going into turn 1, won't he?
Yeah, it will be interesting to see these guys. How will they find each other?
Okay, so 5 red lights are up. A long wait, and they're up. The lights are up. Here we go. Another long wait. Very interesting. So let's see. Honey Badger still second. SFR Josh Fletcher fourth. Humbug is moving up, as is Chopper. Ped's going down. Let's.
Cliffy.
Honey Badger is very close to TSO Dems there. Nearly a bit of contact. Everyone looks to got through the start phase okay, no damage. Cliffy is still 17th.
Cliffy was very, very cautious. He's down into
this
17.
Battle, Peter, first, second and third, this battle is going to be very spicy.
Yes. Yes, and Noak and also Josh. And yeah, I just feel a little bit bad for Cliffy not to set a time, because yeah, he could be up here too.
Exactly. It's a shame, but it gives maybe the people like Josh and Honey Badger another chance to shine.
Yes. Yeah, Honey Badger definitely needs a good race now. Oh my goodness me. A four-way battle for the win right now.
This is this could alter strategies. Oh, yeah, not very great round that corner there. A bit of a struggle, but look at that. Honey Badger is right on the back of him.
Yeah, I think he will get him, because it's like basically 2 tenths between the two of them.
Oh, look at that! Look at he's got such better drive out of these corners.
Yellows because of... Oh Lord, JB has spun it.
Look at that, the Williams driver is trying to get past the McLaren Honda drive. TS Odems is refusing to let this go. Honey Badger setting the fast lap at the time. Look at this. Odems is currently first. That's it, he gets into the corner. Oh, a hit to the wall for Honey Badger.
I think he lost a part of his front ring too. I hope not.
He's got a better drive out of that corner than Noak though. He's going to be all over the back of Noak. DRS wide open. Let's see if Honey Badger can get past. We don't know how much damage has been caused, because he did lose a bit of carbon fibre there. So it's going to be quite difficult around some corners if he does have damage.
There's no damage, as I see.
So he could have got away with that. Oh, look at that! It looked like Noak had a little bit of a interesting entry into that corner, but he's still right on the back of TSO Dems. So we've got some very fast guys racing at the front.
Also, Chopper has overtaken Josh, who has front wing damage too.
So Josh is struggling.
Honey Badger has front wing damage too. Yeah, and he is just letting them go through because of the damage, I think. And look at Chopper, he's third, and Josh has damage, so maybe it's a podium for Chopper.
Yeah, Chopper. Chopper did have a quite a strong qualifying, and now he seems to be carrying that through to the race, which is positive.
Yeah, Cliffy is 12th already, and trying to overtake Uzi. Yeah, Noak is getting there. Yeah, and Honey Badger is in the pits, so... Ooh. Yeah, Josh just tried to move, but couldn't make it.
So Josh is trying his best to get past. Oh, Chopper's binned it. Chopper's lost his front wing. And he's hit the wall again. It looks like he struggled coming out of that turn, and maybe put the power down a little bit too early.
I think he spun it around because he knew he will be ghosting, so he knew he won't cause any issues.
And Peds and TJ Honest are very close as well. The action is getting a little bit hot sometimes. Maze and Peds now. Maze a driver. TS Odems will go in and check.
Just cut the corner. Just nothing else. Yeah, and I feel sorry for Josh too, because he's lost part of his front wing, and and Jade has just spun it around too.
So a lot of drivers are getting caught out in parts of the track.
Struggling to get this thing. Okay, she's done it.
I think you might be correct with your weather prediction. The sun has gone away and it's getting very cloudy now. Do we expect rain, Peter? Are you still sticking by that?
I can live with that. I think it would spice things up again, because yeah, Cliffy is 8 already.
So yeah, we're going to go on board with Cliffy as He may get a couple of passes done now. There's a bit of carbon fibre spilling backwards into his face. He's going to try and get a distant toe from Mays in front of him. It looks like he's getting a decent toe. He's closing in probably about 4 or 5 attempts away. Let's see who's going to get a better driver.
I definitely expect Cliffy to get up to the podium.
That's a very strong prediction, I think, because it's going to take a lot to get past the likes of Josh, Humbug, Noak and TSO Dems. It's going to be a tough one, but he does a brilliant move there, does Cliffy, to get past Mays, so he is definitely on form tonight.
Oh, and Honey Badger. Oh, no.
He must have spun in the pit lane.
Yeah, he spun it around and got disqualified because he was in the way and blocking.
Unfortunate for Honey Badger. Another race where we just don't get to see what he can do.
Yeah, like for me, he's becoming the what could have been driver of the grid.
Hopefully he gets a better race, because we do need to see what he can bring to the table. He has got speed, as qualifying so close to first.
Yeah, we all know he's got pace to his name, and he's a very quick driver and very talented. But yeah, he's so unfortunate, I think.
So Cliffy is he's within a second of Peds now. Do you expect Peds to kind of relinquish the position quite easy, because maybe he just knows that Cliffy's on a... You expect him to put up a decent fight then?
Oh, not really. And Smelly Badger, just take a look at Smelly Badger.
Where is Smelly Badger? We can't see him on the screen.
He's in the wall.
So, Smelly Badger and Honey Badger, both the Badgers are out.
The Badgers.
Yeah. Badger Cole is also happening on stream.
And also
unfortunate.
Their teammates, if you noticed.
So, Cliffy, 5th position. He's making a lot of headway now on the medium compounds available at this race. And he's 2.6 seconds behind Cliffy, so expect him to get pretty close to Humbug, sorry. He should get within maybe 2-3 laps, he'll get to close to Humbug.
Yes, he will. And yeah, but look at the tire difference too.
Yeah, it just shows the level that Cliffy's running tonight. He's definitely on form, and he should be making I reckon gains, maybe about 2-3 tenths a second per lap would be ideal for Cliffy, considering he is on a slightly harder compound in the cars around him. Uzi and TJ are on the medium tyres, as is SFR Chopper.
And look at Nowak. He's getting closer and closer to TSO Dems.
Yeah, Nowak is he can almost touch the rear wing of the reserve driver for McLaren Honda. TSO Dems is filling in for Lee now. 7 tenths separating them now. So Nowak will get the DRS aid down this little straight, but little compared to the main finish and start straight. So do we expect a move to be made here?
Not yet, but I expect Nowak to be a bit aggressive against TSO Dems, because yeah, even though you have to think about the championship, but I expect him to be a little bit more aggressive, because TSO Dems is reserving tonight and not a full-time driver, so I don't think he will get points for if he wins.
So TSO Dems is a driver that likes an equal driver of his ability to give him a good race. Do you think he was expecting this tougher race so far? Oh, Nowak, he just kept that. He had a massive slide on the exit of the corner. He kept it well, and to be still with under a second between him and TSO Dems, that is remarkable driving there.
And I think Nowak is giving TSO Dems the fight he wants to.
Yeah, it looks like Nowak is trying to push the limits of the car and push the limits of the track, but he's got to be careful. The track will bite back, and he's so close to Odems now. Noak will get DRS.
Yeah,
he's going to open his DRS now.
Closer.
Oh, look at that. He's inching closer to Odems, but I don't think a move's going to be made just yet. Looks like the DRS is not helping him too much.
Yeah, it's still Daniel Ricciardo range. So, move is expected to make.
Ricciardo, what did he get? Was it 200? No. Let me see. I have this written down in my little book, like a little fact hunter. So, yeah. No, it was Bottas. Bottas got the fastest speed, didn't he? I think 368 kilometers an hour, and that was in qualifying 2016. That is insane.
Yeah, that's some speed.
Just switching to Cliffy. Cliffy is on the back of Humbug, so it was a couple of laps, and Cliffy he got a 2.4 second gap down to 3/10. That is amazing. He is pushing hard, as is Noak. So the Mercedes boys are trying to give it their all. Cliffy trying to recover his race. Had an unfortunate incident in quali and qualified last.
Cliffy is looking to make a move.
Yeah, he's gonna wait in case Humbug makes a mistake. He doesn't usually.
Peds is in the wall.
Oh, in turn 8.
That's the first one.
So that is, of course, a very tricky corner, and it's just proven it as Peds has spun it at turn 8 by the castle. Sorry, we are seeing Cliffy now 2/10 of a second behind Humbug. Humbug taking a defensive line straight away. He knows what to expect from Cliffy. Cliffy should get this move done just straight after the DRS. He's going to get the DRS activation. Going to try and get past Humbug, but Humbug seems to have good straight line speed, and the move, I think, just about to be made. It's done. There you go. Yeah, Cliffy's into 3rd now. So great job. SFR Josh Fletcher is pitting on lap 8. Do we expect maybe a 2-stop from Josh going on to the soft tyres?
Yes, I think Josh is committed to a 2-stop now because he's putting on the soft tyres, and I don't think he will make the end of the race. So I think he will try to make a quick stint on softs, and then an even quicker on the supers.
So TS Odems is still leading the race. He qualified in pole position and he's led the race from the start.
3rd, just saying.
It's crazy. From 16th to 3rd within 8 laps is insanely remarkable.
Yeah, even though Josh is out of the picture now, but yeah, he will be back, Josh. But I definitely think that Cliffy can hold on to P3.
Yeah, it looks like it's his to lose. Do you expect Cliffy to maybe enter the battle between TS Odems and Noak?
I don't think that's possible for him, because it's 13 seconds, but you know, anything can happen. Maybe they crash out.
Yeah, it's so true. The walls are very close on some corners, so there's a lot to deal with for these two guys. Well, with every driver, but when they're in an intense battle, Noak's, I don't think I'm sure he might have raced with TS Odems. I'm not too certain about it though. But Noak may be a bit
against each other.
Well, so Noak should know what to expect, but I suppose with Noak, when you've got drivers like Cliffy joining, TS Odems joining, very fast guys, it's kind of upsetting the ship a little bit.
Yes.
So Lord JB has pitted. Did he have an incident, or is it just a scheduled stop?
I think it was a scheduled stop now, because yes, I think. Well, what do you think? When do you think the soft tires would make the end of the race? Like lap 12.
Let's see. I don't know. It's tough. So for a 2-stop for super softs to softs is 7 to 8 laps they last. when you pit. And if you go from soft to super soft, so 16 to 18, we expect Josh to pit for his second stint. So we're going to go and have a look at Noah.
Closer than ever before. 6 tenths.
He's going to get a great toe now, and he's going to have DRS wide open. He's already going to the left, and look at Odems. He's going to defend his Odems pitting. Odems does pit. So he's obviously
that's interesting.
Is that possibly a 2-stop from Odems? We'll see what tyre's going to put on.
No.
But Noak has got the lead now.
I would say no. But I think Odems will try the 1-stop.
So Odems puts on the soft tyres. It's possible, very possible, that he's going to just do the 1-stop then.
Yeah, it's possible, and maybe Cliffy will help Noak to win this race, because they are teammates, and okay, now it's 9.8 seconds. I don't think Cliffy will stay out till Odems catch up to him.
So, 5th place Gamey Things in the Forced India is chasing down Maze. He's 6 tenths of a second behind Maze. He's having a solid race, his Gamey Things. Humbug
yes, he's having a pretty solid race.
What about Humbug? Is he kind of in the right position for this race, considering the drivers around him, or do we expect him to go further?
I think he made a pit stop. I'm just going to check it. Yes. So the only drivers without a stop is Uzi, Gamey Things, Maze, Cliffy and Noak.
So Noak is not stopping yet. He's still got the pace, because Cliffy is only taking about 1/10 of him every lap, roughly. So Cliffy's not really setting things alight to try and get himself for the battle for the lead. Do we see Cliffy getting in the battle for the lead at any time during the race?
I don't think so, but Noak is in the pits. He's reacting to TS Odom's move. So what do we expect? Who will take the lead? Will it be Noak or Cliffy? It will be close.
Yeah, we've got Humbug. Humbug just made a pit stop, as Peter said. He's all over the back of TJ Honest.
And Noak couldn't make the overcut.
So here we go. Is Humbug going to make the move on TJ Honest? He's got the Ferrari driver in his sights. It's close, edging closer and closer. Is he going to get it done? Or it's going to be very, very tight.
Oh, a little bit. Yeah, he forced TJ Honest a little bit wide, but I think it was between the rules.
Firm, but just about fair there. Noak 1.2 seconds behind TS Odems. It's cost him a 3/10 of a second between them two guys. Cliffy currently first. Cliffy still needs to pit. Is that right?
Yes. So well, not really, not yet, but yeah, Cliffy needs to pit.
So Cliffy would come out maybe 5th if he pits?
No, I think 3rd.
3rd. No, it can't be a 9-second pit.
Now. No, but look at
I think yes. I think maybe 4th, Josh Fletcher, because Josh is. How long's the pit stop?
Josh is 14 seconds off Noak, and Noak is 2 seconds off TS Odems, and TS Odems is 8 seconds off Cliffy.
24
and
seconds.
If you add that, that's 24 seconds.
Surely it's that's a pit stop, isn't it? 24 seconds.
Yeah, it's about there, I think.
So TS Odems is getting the fastest lap of the race, 1:43, basically 1:43 dead. Great pace there by him. Noak is 2.1 seconds behind Odems now.
Noak can't really keep up the pace, seems like.
Techno Thriller, our current champion in the first season for Speed Force Racing, he is going to see a lot of the rear wing of TJ Honest, and he makes the move. I think that was swapping positions there. Looks like TJ Honest, he doesn't want to give it up though, does it? Techno's still trying to charge at him.
Yeah, Techno is about to make a pit stop, so I don't see a point making a switch. Well, if Techno is that quick, or quicker, and that much quicker than TJ Honest, then yeah, a switch or swap positions would be necessary.
Peds has had a little incident. I think he's clipped the wall as well. Oh, he's clipped again.
Yeah, I think he's going to retire. Oh.
He's keeping it going, and he has retired. So
yes.
Peds, Smelly Badger and Honey Badger are out of the race. S. Graham in 13th position, a Renault driver. He's 5.5 seconds behind Uzi, so a long battle ahead for him. Mays is right behind Chopper. Chopper had an incident. I think he caused himself some damage, and more carbon fibre coming off there. So has Chopper got some more damage now?
Unlucky, yeah. And if you remember, Chopper was once seen as a possible podium taker.
Yeah, it just shows you that the slightest mistake can be punished very heavily around this track, as Chopper has found out. But, so you got Chopper, Mays and Lord JB in a battle for 9th, 10th and 11th position. We will see what's going to happen. I think the closest battle, if Lord JB can get past Mays, will be Lord JB versus Chopper. That would be a very intriguing battle. Techno Thriller gets past TJ Honest. Oh, TJ Honest clips the rear right tyre into the wall. It shouldn't cause too much of an issue, but it allows TJ Honest to get right on the back of Techno once again. Lord JB is less than 4/10 of a second behind Mays now. Is he going to make a move anytime soon? TJ Honest getting repast Techno. We're going to go see this battle because the Ferrari drivers are giving it everything. So let's see what Techno is going to do. Is Techno going to be able to pull himself further away from his teammate, but his teammate is sticking right close to him? Is this harming their race for battling between each other?
Well, yes, I think it's harming a little bit of both of their races, because yeah, Techno, former champion, I think he should know about now that he needs to either give the position and pit or pull away, because that would help both of their race. But it seems like to me their pace is just similar, and if they would be positioned somewhere else on the track, they would do just the same laps, but yeah, of course without traffic. But now they are holding up each other.
Yeah, it's not working out for the Ferrari team, or as it's called, the Tomato team. Mays is half a second now behind Chopper. Lord JB has dropped some time. He's 1.5 seconds now behind Mays, so he's going to have to recover that. TJ Honest and Techno Thriller is still going at it.
Yeah, they're battling. Well, yeah, that's another thing to do. Just have fun and battle it out.
As long as they don't do a Red Bull disaster and clip each other. So Techno will go on board the T-Cam. He's right behind TJ Honest, our current world champion. He's had a few difficult races with the introduction of our newer guys who are extremely fast. It's putting his title defence under a lot of strain. So
yeah, Techno is yeah, well, I think he's not going to retain his crown this season, because yeah, he missed a few races already, and doesn't really seem to me to be up there with the top guys in terms of pace.
It just shows you that even though it's the same game, it's a different season, and you had a few new drivers in it really can upset the order.
Definitely can, and usually does upset the order. Every season is a different season, just like in real F1.
Techno Thriller is not easing up on his teammate. TJ Honest is on the medium tyres. Assumed he's pitted on different strategies. I don't know. It looks like Techno has got more pace over TJ Honest, but TJ Honest won't rest. He will still try and get that position back as he has done. It's not helping their cause at the moment, but some great driving between them, giving each other just about enough space. So let's go check on Lord JB.
Now, what would you do is, or what I would do is, either pit in, if I was Techno, I would either pit or just stay away from TJ, almost like leave like a 2-second gap and then push, because they have the similar pace.
So Force India getting out of the way of the battle between Lord JB and Maze. Looks like Lord JB has made the move. Maze slots in right behind him, trying to get a little bit of a toe, the tiniest toe you're going to get through slow corners like that. Oh, and the Force India of Jade has crashed straight in, must have missed her braking point. Unfortunate for her, she was having a good race. She may have been out of the points, but she seems to be enjoying herself, and she's out now. A disappointing finish to the race for Jade.
Cliffy is in the pits. Now, the question is, will we rejoin in front of Josh or behind Josh? Because if we will rejoin in front of Josh, then I don't think we will see a battle. But if he rejoins behind Josh, then we might see a little bit of a battle between the two of them. But yeah, Cliffy is, he will rejoin in front of Josh, I think.
Okay,
yes.
While we watch the Ferrari drivers, we'll go for the question of the day. So, who was an official ambassador for the Baku Grand Prix in its debut year? So, if you know it, write it in the comments.
That's a really hard question to answer.
Yeah, our fellow admin did struggle with that one. But I did give him a clue, which I won't do for you guys, because I think you guys can get it right. Techno and TJ are having an awesome battle.
Yeah, they are having the time of their lives, I think.
It's nice to see it through the field where we're having battles. There's an intense battle up front between TSO Dems and Noak. And Cliffy, I think, is a little bit too far out of the picture, but you never know. If you can set the times alight, he's on the 6 off tyres, he might be able to do it.
17 seconds, I don't think he can do it. But prove me wrong. But I
will stick my neck out and I say, I reckon he will get within a second of Noak. I'm not sure if he can pass him, but I reckon he'll get close.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, he will get within 5 seconds, but not 1.
So Maze is very close to Lord JB. We'll try and get that battle up. Very close now. 3-4 tenths of a second between them. Lord JB trying to defend it. Yeah, the Ferrari drivers are going at it as well. We will try and stick with Maze for a second. Hopefully the Ferrari drivers give us the time just to show this battle. Ooh. Lord JB's had a terrible exit there.
That was Hamilton Vettel 2.0.
Oh, look at that. Very risky racing, shall we say. Let's see, they're going very side by side through the fast flowing corners. Nicely done by both drivers, may I say.
Yes. Yeah, it seems like the league is getting cleaner in terms of racecraft.
Yeah, it looks like, I think what is with the drivers racing each other more and more, I think they know each other's weaknesses and strengths, and it's more respectful racing.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say too, because the experience is a huge factor in basically in everything.
Exactly. We switch back to the Ferrari battle now. Techno Thriller and TJ on his part 19. It's getting very intense. And also Maze is still close to Lord JB. Too many battles to watch. So I will go look and broadcast the Maze and Lord JB battle if you can keep us informed of Techno's adventures. So Maze very close. He's under 3 tenths of a second behind Lord JB. So we're driving very close to the Haas driver now through turn 8. Very tricky, especially if you're racing someone. You might miss your braking point. You might miss it just by the slightest, and it causes an upset. Oh, Cliffy of 142.057, current fastest lap of the race. So Cliffy, he's edging closer. not as much as I expected, but he's getting closer.
One thing to look out for is I expect Novak to catch up to TS Odems and put up a fight again. Just to put up a fight and just to show him that I'm here, I'm the championship leader, as TJ honestly locked up horribly and ran wide. So yeah, and I would put up a fight, yeah, if I can, and then that would help Cliffy to get closer to them.
SFR Chopper getting a nice move done on Gamey Things, but Gamey Things is not letting up. He's going to try and get that 8th position back. So battles everywhere on the field, which is brilliant to see. Yellow in 6-1. Maze, he has gone. He's missed his breaking point, gone into the runoff and crashed. That is the end of his battle with Lord JB. He leaves the pressure on Lord JB, but Gamey Things is still on the back of SFR Chopper after losing the position on the previous lap. We'll just go for a quick rundown of the race order. First is TS Odems. Second is Noah Cliffy third. Cliffy started 16th up to third now. SFR Josh Fletcher 4th, 5th Humbug, 6th Techno Thriller, TJ on is 7th. SFR Chopper is 8th. Gaming Things who we are watching. Attack Chopper is 9th. Lord JB 10th. Uzi 11th. And S Graham is in 13th but will be 12th once he gets unlaps himself basically from Maze. So Gamey Things is having an quite good race. He's got a lot more action involved in it.
If you remember, he was the one who won a Grand Prix in Italy last season in the Classic Series, which was a surprise for everyone, I think.
Chopper looks like he rebounded off the wall a few times.
Yeah.
He's pitting.
And he's in. Yes, he's pitting.
So it causes himself damage there. It's a very hard corner to get right. Oh, and a penalty. It's just getting worse for Chopper. So Cliffy was, he was 17 seconds about a lap and a half ago. Now 14.7. I think he's going to do it. He's going to get close to Noah. I don't think he's going to pass him, but he's going to get very, very close. So SFR Chopper going on the super soft tyres.
Now I want to see Noah to just pull out a sick move and win the race, or to TS Odems to pull away and just win the race. And that's the worst thing to have. A 2-second gap between the two of them, but nothing is happening.
What is crazy is that both Ferrari drivers have pitted now, and there is less than 7 tenths of a, well, there's just over 7 tenths of a second now between them. So these guys are carrying it on, but it's great entertainment for the guys watching and for us as well. We'll go on board the T-Cam of TJ Honest. You can see his teammate and current world champion Techno Thriller. Let's see if he can get a better drive than Techno did there. He goes a little bit wide, does TJ Honest, but he's going to follow him through these fast flowing corners. These are the corners that if you get wrong, as Chopper did, it can cause you an immense amount of damage.
Yes, it can, definitely. And
Noak's finally broken the 2-second barrier.
Will be important for Novak, I think.
Oh, he's took a hit. Sorry, TJ Honest has smashed in his rear into the barriers at the exit of turn 1. He looked like he just braked a little bit late. Did he miss his braking point?
Yes, and if you look at the right side of both Ferraris, they both lost a part of their front wing. So now they are 11 on that category too.
These guys are giving it everything. Oh, it looks like TJ may just have a bit too much damage because he's just gone into the barrier there on the left-hand side. So, but he's keeping up with Techno though.
Yes, he is, and that's what you want to see.
Oh, he's gonna find turn 8 very interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, he made it.
Really, it can really put you off guard if you're doing the same, like you do the same thing in 20 laps and then You lost part of your front wing, and then the car will just handle differently, and you're not used to it, and you make a lot of mistakes, and you will be slower too.
So Tizianis has lost a big chunk of time, 1.5 seconds. He is behind his teammate. He probably will have to make a pit stop. Cliffy is down to 13.9 seconds behind Nowak. Nowak is 1.9 seconds behind TS Odems.
I think it will be so important for Novak to win this race. Not because of the championship, because he will finish in front of Cliffy and will gain 3 points, but yeah, he would gain 10 points on Cliffy if he wins. And also it would give him a whole lot of confidence, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's important for a driver that is a serious contender for the World Drivers' Championship. I think you have to get them wins just to boost your confidence and make you believe in yourself a little bit more.
Yeah, well, if you remember, last season I started off 5 wins and 5 poles, and I just don't want to hype myself, but yeah, and I was so confident that like put everyone in front of me and I would beat you, because the confidence was in me, and I thought no one can beat me. You know that feeling?
Yeah, you get in a run of form where everything's just going your way. You're getting the best results, so you build confidence, and then you get maybe
and you believe in yourself.
Well, that's it, exactly that. And maybe with Mays, because he did have a good couple of races and he's crept down a bit. Maybe he's just losing maybe a bit of confidence in himself, which he doesn't need to, because he is a very good driver.
Yes, and when you lose your confidence, it's so difficult to get it back, because yeah, a lot of things. Oh, Cliffy! No, sorry, Novak touched the wall, and oh, sorry, he was into the wall and just didn't lose any part of his nose or anything.
So Novak is trying to push Odems. He's 2 seconds now behind him, but he's try. Oh, he's had a messy exit of that corner. So
yeah,
I think he's trying a bit too hard.
But yeah, if he can't catch TS Odems, then he has to at least finish second, because yeah, the gap between Cliffy and him is huge now. But who thinks? Sorry, who knows? What would 3 point means?
I'd like to step away from my prediction that Cliffy would get close to Nowak. I forgot we were on lap 22 out of 26. So
yeah,
no one heard that, and it was utter rubbish. So yeah, Cliffy's probably going to get within 12 seconds, I think.
Yeah, don't worry, he won't be in the recap. So
yeah, brilliant. Cheers, Peter. That is saving me there. Thank you. We're going to go and have a look at Uzi. He's very close to the back of Lord JB now. Uzi on a late surge, late into the race on lap 23 out of 26. And he's going to have Lord JB in his sights. They're going to go through turn 8 now. It's so tight, but they managed to both get through it nicely. And on this corner, you kind of understeer close to the barrier. So I ease off a little bit on the power just to get through if I know I'm going to maybe hit the barrier. I love these corners, very fast flowing, and I also like this braking point. You're going downhill, it's very tricky. You just brake a little bit too late, you're in the barrier, and that is exactly what Uzi has done. I don't think he's got any damage. He's going to go around this corner to start sector 3. This is a straight which is a bit curvy, but it is full whack on the accelerator. You get very fast now, especially with a toe. Uzi is going to get a great toe off Lord JB, 0.8 of a second between them. He's going to get DRS, he's going to have DRS wide open now. He's going to get any closer. I don't think he's going to be able to make a move going into turn 1, but it's going to be extremely close.
Yeah, and also we extended our league racing into Project Cars 2.
Yes, why don't you tell the guys about it? Project Cars 2 League, it's been created by Peter, an admin with Speed Force Racing, so I'll hand over to you, Peter.
Yeah, so basically it's a Project Cars 2 League with the Ferrari 488 Challenge car. It will be a 12 race season or a 12-round season for the first time in Speed Force Racing history. We will run it on PS4 on Tuesdays, usual time, 8:15 GMT.
Oh, sorry, Uzi kept that out of the wall. Sorry, Peter.
Yeah, so yeah, with tracks like Imola or Hockenheim, and yeah, the list just goes on and on. And we want you to sign up for the league and have fun with us, because yeah, I will be racing, as far as I know. Yeah, I think, and I will be getting back behind the wheel for racing. And if you want a different kind of challenge, which is not Formula One, then I think this league and this season is for you, because yeah, it's basically like GT cars.
Yeah, I think it's like an alternative to the F1. I think it's a great idea. You go to www.facebook.com/SpeedForceRacing PS4. A post was released at 7 PM British Summer Time today. Put your PSN down. You don't even have to be a league racer in the F1. You can join this. It's going to be super exciting. Peter has chosen some fantastic tracks, and the car's amazing. So
yeah,
it's going to be very competitive, I think, Peter.
Yeah, I definitely think it will be, and also you have to be quick to sign up for our league, because there are only 16 places to race.
Yes, so yeah, that is different to F1. So yeah, that's the limit. So guys are going to have to get over.
No. Sorry, I just lost a part of his front wing because he's pushing too hard.
He is, yeah, Noak is maybe. I think that was his last attack. Now I think he's going to have to probably ease it off and think about the championship points.
Yeah. So back to Project Cars 2. Yeah, we are looking forward to that as well, and it will be a weekly race, just like Formula One. So on the SFR's PS4 YouTube channel, there will be live streams on Tuesday and on Wednesday.
Yes, and it's starting on the 5th of June, so around 4 weeks. It will be 8:15 PM BST for invites, 8:30 session starts like we do with F1, but it's a totally different league. So get involved, www.facebook.com/SpeedForceRacing PS4. Sign up, you're going to have a blast doing it.
Yeah, first race is going to be Sonoma, the short version of Sonoma, but I think it will be so exciting. I can't wait.
So amazingly, TJ Arnott is catching up to the back of his teammate. It's a surprise, I know. We never thought these two would battle it out, but
Part 74.
Exactly, it's getting stretched out more than the Rocky movies, so it's going to be a very interesting battle between these two going into the last lap. We're going to go on board with TSO Dems. Let's give him a little bit of a congratulations, a solid race. He's reserving tonight, but I think
so far
him and Cliffy are going to have an awesome battle if Cliffy can get his qualifying back to normal standard next week.
Yeah, well, if TSO Dem will race for us, well, he's a reserve for tonight, but I think there are spaces.
There's only one spot available, and it would be good if TSO Dems wants to further his battles with the likes of Noah, Cliffy, SFR, Josh Fletcher, Humbug, and our current champion Techno Thriller. Techno Thriller has TJS all over the back of him. SFR Chopper getting into the final points paying position. Uzi has crashed out. That's how SFR Chopper managed to get past. So Uzi out of the race. A great drive, actually. It may not have been for decent points, but Uzi was giving it a good go. S. Graham will inherit 11th
look
position.
Look at the Ferraris.
Techno and TGS going at it. We will quickly look at that battle before we switch back to TSO Dems as he crosses the line. So here we go. He's going to start his last sector 3 of the lap. You can talk us through, Peter, as he crosses the finish line any moment.
Yeah, TSO Dems has done a fantastic job, and nice return race for him. Win, which is, I think, a usual stuff for him, but it's it's awesome. He kept it out of the walls, and congratulations.
And
nice win.
A nice finish there.
His usual. Yeah, that's his usual thing to do. I remember he's done it in Canada last season.
Look at Cliffy. I think he is driver of the day. 16th to 3rd on a track that's hard to qualify at. A track that's hard to pass at when you have a bad qualifying. It shows a really decent driver. So it's going to be very interesting drivers chat.
5th place, I think.
Yeah,
his best result so far.
Yeah, he's doing very well. He's had a slow start to his second season, but he's only recently new to the games as well. I think he's done very well.
Yes, definitely. Awesome job, and I think everyone's done a pretty decent job tonight.
So Techno Thriller did a late pit to go on his soft tyres, and he's getting very close.
Honest.
Oh, he's done it! He's done it! What a move! He's even pitted, and he pitted very late, like on the last lap, and I have no idea what happened. But TJ Arness and Techno Thriller, best battle so far this season, I think.
Definitely, that's definitely the best battle so far.
Lord JB is going to come home for some points, 9th position. It's probably not the best result he wanted, but it's still points. He's still got 12 races to go, so he can make some movement in the Drivers' Championship. SFR Chopper will come home to collect that last point available, and that is 10th position for him. So
I think the battle for like B5 is still open.
Yeah, I really hope TSO Dems would like to commit to the league, because I think him, Cliffy, Noak, Josh, and even Techno can get in there, and Honey Badger, of course. There's so many battles that are going to happen through the season.
And it's nice to see every one of these drivers battling cleanly.
Exactly. Peter, if you could invite Noak, Cliffy, there we go. Peter's on top of his game, and I'm on the bottom of it with my mistakes. So here is our second place finisher, Noak. We're just going to wait for TSO Dems. Hopefully he can join us. If not, it's fine because he's a reserve. Waiting for Cliffy. Cliffy, a great drive from 16th on the grid to 3rd position.
Yeah, that's
brilliant
awesome
job.
Drive.
So we'll just give TSO Dems a couple of seconds to get into the chat party. So yeah, very interesting race there. Like I say, blown away by Cliffy's drive. Here we go, TSO Dems. So Peter, you can get the questions underway for our top 3.
Okay, so yeah, good evening guys, and congratulations on the top 3. Awesome job. If I can start with you, TSO Dems.
Yep.
Please make sure your voice is always allowed to share. Okay, thank you. So, nice return drive and nice return race, and you kept it out of the walls, and you've done an awesome job in qualifying. So, yeah, congratulations. Can you run us through your race?
Yeah, I was happy to get pole. I think there was a bit of time on the table, but happy no one beat my lap. And then, yeah, I know that I'm usually a lot slower on worn tires than people around me, so I was just sort of keeping the gap to Noek. And also, who was it again? Honey Badger tried to move around the outside. That was a bit optimistic, to say the least. Didn't work out. He lost the position. So yeah, after I got onto soft tires, I knew that I would just pace to the end, and that's what I did. I was pretty confident with the car, so happy with that.
Yeah, good job. Thank you. Congratulations. Coming up to you, Novak. Good job, of course. 2nd place again. Are you happy with this 2nd place, or you wanted to win the race?
Can't hear you, Noak. Just check your mic's not on mute.
Oh, you can hear me now?
Yes.
My mic never works, sorry. No, I was already talking about it, that normally if I do my best, then obviously I should be satisfied with my performance, but this race was just so frustrating for me. I mean, My last qualifying run was really good. I was really happy with it. I went purple in the last sector, but I got blocked, and yeah, that obviously ruined my lap. And then in the race, I had to get into a rhythm. My back end was just everywhere. And then I saved some fuel for the end, for maybe a possible attack at the end, but in the last couple of laps I damaged my front wing. And then on top of that, my DRS failed, so there was pretty much no chance anymore.
Oh, unfortunate. But thank you and good job, buddy. And Cliffy, yeah, awesome recovery drive. Can you tell us what happened in qualifying? We saw that you made a mistake in your first run and you had to pit, but then you were on a pretty quick lap. And what happened?
Yeah, obviously the first run I went out on mediums and yeah, I sort of binned it. But on the second run, I wasn't even half a tenth away from Odem's pole time. I just wanted to challenge, you know, start from the back and see what I can do. I know since I've been here, I've always been first, second, or even third in the grid. So I just thought maybe switch up a bit. Race with the guys that, you know, I don't usually get to race with, and yeah, I really enjoyed the race, and yeah, quite happy with what I did.
Thank you, good job, guys. Thank you.
I'd just like to ask TSO Dems a question. Maybe if Cliffy had have got that qualifying lap in on the Supersoft tyres, do you expect, if you did reserve or want to rejoin the league on a permanent basis, would you expect a close battle throughout the season?
Yeah, of course. Cliffy and I are good friends. We go way back since 2015, and I know of his pace, he knows of my pace, so I would expect a good battle as long as he actually sets qualifying laps.
Yeah, of course. It's quite interesting because you've got yourself, the top three we've got. Then you've got Honey Badger if he can have a kind of clean race. Then you've got SFR Josh Fletcher. So the top 5 drivers in our league. It would evolve a great battle throughout the season.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. Qualifying was quite close, a lot closer than I thought it would be. So yeah, if I do end up staying, which I hope to do, then yeah, we can have a nice battle throughout the season.
Brilliant. Noah, I just want to understand from your point of view, was it a frustrating race that you couldn't get maybe a little bit more under the 2-second barrier towards TSO Dems?
Yeah, it was very frustrating. I kept on pushing and I kind of always got the gap down to 0.0, but then like in the last sector, for example, I was lost time, so I mean I just had no idea what was going on. Luckily I still had fuel for the end, but you know I already told you what's happened. But yeah, GG to Odems for keeping it consistent.
Cliffy, Cliffy, I just want to know now going forward, would you more than likely put that final qualifying lap in to, as you've seen the standard of the field around you?
No, was it for me?
It's for Cliffy, sorry.
Sorry.
Obviously, you know, I really enjoyed myself tonight. Obviously, the racing I saw was, you know, clean and, you know, very competitive as, you know, I expected. From now on though, if Odem's does decide to stay, and obviously Noek obviously being, you know, there and at the top, and then you've got Josh, and you know, it's getting very competitive now. So yeah, from now on I'm going to be sitting the final quali laps and maybe putting Odem's behind me from now on.
Brilliant. I think your drive from 16th to 3rd was a remarkable drive. Well done to you, and well done to all 3 of you. You're free to leave the chat. Great job, guys.
Great job.
So, quite an interesting little chat there. We'll see what the situation unfolds with TSO Dems. We will update you on the Facebook page if he's going to join, if he wants to join it. It's a process that will get sorted out in the back, and hopefully in round 9 we're going to have an extremely close battle for pole and the race win again.
Yeah, but if we want to have a close race between Odems and Cliffy and Noek, then Cliffy needs to set his lap times, because as he said, yeah, I was just trying to see what can I do from the back. The confidence is there.
Yeah, that's brilliant to see. We like a confident driver. We are going to end our stream any second. Just a reminder, the Project Cars 2 League is going to be starting 5th of June, 8:15 PM BST for invite. So get to www.facebook.com/SpeedForce Racing PS4. Sign up for it. Also check through previous streams that we've done. All the results will be posted, and of course Peter does his fantastic race recap. That will be published. This race recap will be published next week. Definitely worth a view. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. All the links are on the post on our Facebook page. So from myself, good night. I'll leave it to Peter to sign us off for the night.
Yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, for myself and Adam, good night.